Hello everyone, welcome to Red Shikshan Sanstha's Red Online School Education. This is the Science and Technology Part 1, Standard 10. Today we are going to study lesson number 9, Carbon Compounds. Today we are going to study lesson number 9, Carbon Compounds. Bonds in carbon compounds. You have seen that ionic compounds have high melting and boiling points and they conduct electricity in the molten and dissolved state. You have also seen that these properties of ionic compounds are explained on the basis of ionic bonds in them. So here is the melting and boiling points of a few carbon compounds. Methane melting point is minus 183 degrees centigrade. Boiling point is minus 162 degrees centigrade. Ethanol minus 170 degrees centigrade, 78 degrees centigrade boiling point. Chloroform minus 64 degrees centigrade melting point, 61 degrees centigrade boiling point. Acetic acid melting point is 17 degrees centigrade and the boiling point is 118 degrees centigrade. Generally, the melting and boiling points of carbon compounds are found to be lower than 300 degrees centigrade. From this, we understood that the intermolecular attractive forces are weak in carbon compounds. In the previous standards on testing the electrical conductivity of carbon compounds, glucose and urea, you have observed that they are not electrical conductors. Generally, most of the carbon compounds are found to be bad conductor of electricity. It means that the chemical bonds in carbon compounds do not produce ions. In the previous standards, you have learned about the relationship between electronic configuration and valency of an element and also about the ionic and covalent bonds. Let us see the background of electronic configuration of carbon and covalent bonds from See table 9.2. Carbon atoms. The atomic number of carbon is 6. Electronic configuration is 2, 4. Number of electron in the valence shell are 4. Nearby noble gas and the electronic configuration is helium and neon. The electronic configuration of helium is 2 and the neon is 2, 8. To attain the configuration of noble gas helium by losing one after another all the 4 valence electrons. In this method, the net positive charge on the carbon atom goes on increasing during the loss of every electrons. Therefore, to lose the next electron, more energy is required, which makes the task more difficult. Moreover, the C4 plus ions cations would ultimately form in this process become unstable in spite of its noble gas configuration because it has a small size with high net charge. Therefore, carbon atom does not take this route to attain a noble gas configuration. To attain the stable configuration of the noble gas neon by accepting one by one the 4 electrons in the valence shells. In this method, the net negative charge on the carbon atom goes on increasing while accepting every new electron. Therefore, more energy is required for accepting the next electron by overcoming the increasing repulsive force, making the task more and more difficult. Moreover, the C4 4- ions ultimately formed would be unstable in spite of its noble gas configuration, as it would have a small size with high net charge, making it difficult for the nuclear charge plus 6 to hold 10 electrons around it. Therefore, carbon atoms does not take this route to attain a noble gas configuration. Then the next route. Attain the configuration of neon by sharing 4 electrons of valence shell with 4 valence electron of other atom. In this method, 2 atoms shares valence electron with each other. Valence shells of both the atoms overlap and accommodate the shared electrons. As a result, both the atoms attain a noble gas configuration without generating any net charge on them, which means that atom remains electrically neutral. Due to these factors, atoms attain stability. Therefore, carbon atom adopt this route to attain a noble gas configuration. The chemical bond formed by a sharing of two electrons between the two atoms is called as a covalent bond. A covalent bond is represented clearly by drawing an electron dot structure. In this method, a circle is drawn around the atomic symbol and each of the valence electron is indicated by a dot or a cross. The covalent bond formed between the atoms is indicated by showing the circles around the atomic symbols crossing each other. The shared electrons are shown in the overlapping regions of the two circles by dot or cross. The electron dot structure is also drawn without showing the circle. One pair of shared electrons constitute one covalent bond. A covalent bond is also represented by a small line joining the symbols of the two atoms. The line structure is also called as a structural formula. Here the hydrogen, there are two molecules of hydrogen. In the first, there are two molecules of hydrogen. Then they are overlapping to each other in the second diagram. Then there are two dots in between the hydrogen bond, and then the single bond is formed. This is the electron dot structure and the structure of hydrogen molecule with a single bond. So the atomic number of hydrogen being 1, its atom contains 1 electron in K shell. It requires 1 more electron to complete the K shell and attain the configuration of helium. To meet this requirement, two hydrogen atoms share their electron with each other to form a hydrogen molecule. Then next, the oxygen molecule is formed by a chemical combination of two oxygen atoms, and N2 molecule is formed by the chemical combination of two nitrogen atoms. On drawing the electron dot structure of these two molecules, it becomes clear that the two oxygen atoms in oxygen molecules are joined with each other by two covalent bond, that is the double bond, while the two nitrogen atoms in the nitrogen molecule are joined with each other by the three covalent bonds, and that is the triple bond. So here in the diagram there is a double bond and triple bonds. The oxygen molecules are the atomic number of oxygen is 8. They are combined together, oxygen combined with another oxygen, and making the bond between them is a double bond, and in nitrogen there is a bond between them are the triple bond. So now let us consider a carbon compound methane. You have learned about the occurrence, properties and uses of methane molecule in the previous standard. Just now we saw that carbon atoms forms 4 covalent bond using the 4 valence electrons and attain the configuration of the nearby noble gas neon and obtain stability. The line structure and also the electron dot structure of methane is, so here is the electron dot structure and line structure of the methane molecule. In this methane molecule, the 4 hydrogen atoms and 1 carbon atom is there, and they are combined with each other and the methane molecule is formed. So the electron dot structure and the structural formula of the methane is the CH4. So carbon, a versatile element. We saw that carbon atoms, like some other atoms, share the valence electron to form the covalent bonds. Similarly, we also saw the structure of simple carbon compounds methane. But carbon is different than the other elements. The number of compounds formed from carbon is extremely large. In the beginning, we saw that except for the object formed from metals and glass or soil, all the other objects are made from the carbon. In short, brief, the entire living organism is made from carbon. Our body is also made from carbon. Millions of molecules ranging from the small and simple methane molecule to extremely the big DNA molecule are made up from carbon. The molecular mass of a carbon compound is ranged to 10 raised to 12. This means that carbon atoms come together in a large number to form the extremely big molecules. Then a carbon has a unique ability to form strong covalent bond with each other carbon atoms. This results in the formation of a big molecule. This property of carbon is called as a catenation power. The carbon compounds contain open chain or closed chain of the carbon atoms. An open chain can be straight chain or a branch chain. A closed chain is a ring structure. The covalent bond between two carbon atoms is strong and therefore stable. Due to strong and stable covalent bond, carbon is bestowed with catenation power. Then the B. Two carbon atoms can be bonded together by 1, 2 or 3 covalent bonds. These are called as a single bond, double bond or triple bond respectively. Due to the ability of carbon atom to form multiple bonds as well as single bond, the number of carbon compounds increases. For example, there are 3 compounds, namely ethane C2H6, ethene C2H4 and ethine C2H2, which contains 2 carbon atoms. Then the C. Being tetravalent, one carbon atom can form bonds with 4 other atoms, carbon or any other. This results in the formation of many compounds. These compounds possess different properties as per the atoms to which carbon is bonded. For example, 5 different compounds are formed using one carbon atom and 2 monovalent elements, hydrogen and chlorine. So methane, chloromethane, CH3Cl, CH2Cl2, CHCl3, CCl4. Similarly, carbon atoms form covalent bond with atoms of an element like the oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, halogens and phosphorus to form the different types of carbon compounds in large number. So carbon has one more characteristic which is responsible for large number of carbon compounds. It is isomerism. Shortly we will learn about it. Now hydrocarbons, saturated and unsaturated. Carbon compounds contains many elements. The element hydrogen is present to a smaller or larger extent in majority of carbon compounds. The compounds which contain carbon and hydrogen as the only 2 elements are called as hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are the simplest and fundamental organic compounds. The smallest hydrocarbon is methane, CH4, formed by a combination of the 1 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atoms. We have already seen the structure of methane. Ethane is one more hydrocarbon. Its molecular formula is C2H6. The first step in the writing the line structural formula of a hydrocarbon is to join the carbon atom in the molecule with a single bond. And then in the second step, use the hydrogen atom in the molecular formula so as to fulfill the remaining valencies of the tetravalent carbon atoms. So there is a ethane. Molecular formula of the ethane is C2H6. Step 1, join the 2 carbon atoms with a single bond C. Then the step 2, use the 6 hydrogen atom in the molecular formula for fulfilling the tetravalency of the both carbon atoms. So there are line structure and the electron dot structure of ethane is given in this diagram. From the structural formula of ethane and propane, it is seen that the valencies of all the atoms are satisfied by the single bond. Such compounds are called as saturated compounds. Ethane and propane are saturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons are also called as alkanes. There are 2 more hydrocarbons that contains 2 carbon atoms, namely the ethene C2H4 and ethine C2H2. Let us see the method to draw the structural formula line structure of ethene C2H4. Step 1, join the 2 carbon atoms with a single bond C single bond C. Step 2, use the 4 hydrogen atoms in the molecular formula of satisfying tetravalency of both the carbon atoms. It appears that the valency of each of the 2 carbon atoms is not satisfied. So the step 3, satisfy the tetravalency of the 2 carbon atoms by drawing a double bond in place of the single bond between them. So C double bond C carbon double bond carbon and the 4 hydrogens are joined with a single bond. So the electron dot structure of ethane is also given here. Thank you.